What's going on, you guys? So I want to talk about Teofimo Lopez. You know, everybody's busy hating on Terrence Crawford because he wants to just fight the best, but I'm going to talk about Teofimo Lopez a little bit. Teofimo Lopez is a guy that I felt, I was wondering if the hype was real. You know, sometimes you just got to kind of sit back and just wait till things pan out and see if these guys are for real. Teofimo Lopez showed me that he is for real. Okay? Your boy Bushido Boxing don't give, much credit like that unless I really feel they deserve it. And I think Teofimo Lopez deserves a lot of credit. This dude, I didn't think, prior to, I was riding a wave a little bit. He was a fun guy. He was doing the flips. He was just like a little, Latino Roy Jones type of dude. You know what I'm saying? Just real flashy and just real fun. So yeah, he was tight. But then people start saying stuff like, oh, well, he could beat Lomachenko right now. I'm like, I gotta see more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really buying that. Lomachenko, he's getting older, but he's a very experienced guy. Then he goes to fight Nakatani. And the fight before Nakatani, I noticed that a guy with quick feet and a nice jab can give Teofimo problems. So I'm like, he ends up getting that guy. I think the guy was I forgot who that guy was. It was before the Nakatani fight. Then he fought Nakatani, the Japanese guy that gave him his toughest fight. He went 12 rounds with this dude. The decision was pretty wide on his end, but it wasn't nearly as wide as they projected. It was a very close, competitive fight. Dude gave Teofimo Lopez all he can handle and more. It was a very good test for Teofimo Lopez. Very good test. So after that fight, I'm thinking there's no way this kid is ready for Lomachenko. And he's not ready for a Richard Comey, let alone a Lomachenko. So he goes in there, everybody probably doubting him. I know everybody doubting him after that performance. Everybody's doubting the kid, saying, he can't do this. Then he come out with the excuse that he was having problems with his wife and his family and blah, 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 which may very well been true, especially considering how he came out and the way he looked in this fight. In the biggest stage in Madison Square Garden on it wasn't pay-per-view, but on ESPN Live TV. He came out and he showed out big time. Got Richard Comey out there in the second round in a very impressive fashion. Whatever, he looked at calm. The thing that I really took from that fight was his attitude and how he looked, his demeanor. He looked very calm, like he just been here before. Like it was just another day in the office. He wasn't caught up into the moment. He came out there and did his job, and he got Comey out of there. And I didn't expect that. I didn't expect it, and that's why I gotta give the kid a tremendous amount of credit. Now against Lomachenko, I think he has a great chance to beat Lomachenko. A great chance. I got Teofimo Lopez ahead of the pack right now. I think Richard Comey is the best win that any of these young fighters got. And he got it. He knocked him out. A champion, an actual champion. Not no vacated belt, not no guy, going for franchise titles and you getting promoted to champion and all this bullshit. No, he fought a real champion for that belt and knocked him out in the second round. Teofimo Lopez is ahead of the pack right now. Now, going up in there against Lomachenko, I think before I thought Lomachenko he's just too experienced, too smart, too savvy, too schooled. But now I think that by Lomachenko getting older, and I think by Teofimo Lopez being young and with his natural abilities and his skill set, I think he got a good chance to beat Lomachenko now. I really do. I'm not one of these biased boxing fans and shit. But if I really believe a guy could beat a guy, then I'm going to say it. Yeah, I believe Terrence Crawford could beat a lot of those welterweights over there. I believe so. I've seen him fight a lot of different styles. I've seen him fight a lot of different type of dudes. If you look at Teofimo Lopez's run, he's been getting guys out of there pretty early, so it's really hard to say. The Nakatani fight showed us his first real tough fight against a guy that was bigger and longer than him, and he didn't do too well. But Lomachenko is not bigger and longer than him. Teofimo Lopez has the power to really keep Lomachenko honest. He has the speed to keep up with him, and I think his reflexes will be good enough to deal with Lomachenko's flurries and speed. I think his foot speed is good enough. I think they're about equal in the foot speed. Now, Lomachenko footwork is better. Lomachenko has that strange footwork that kind of, he'll be behind you out of nowhere. So we'll see if Teofimo Lopez is quick enough to deal with that. But Teofimo Lopez is a young prime fighter. He's not a guy coming off a loss. He's not a guy coming off a draw. He's not a guy coming off a layoff. He's not a guy coming off injury. He's not a guy coming up in weight. He's a young fighter coming off the biggest win of his career. Knocked out Richard Comey in the second round. You know, a lot of momentum right now with Teofimo Lopez. He's knocking guys out. He's only 15-0. You know, he's going for 16-0 for his second unification world. I mean, this kid is really on a fast track. Where's the support? I guess it'll come once it comes. You know, he's still real young, still really relatively a new fighter in the game. They're moving him so fast. Top Rank usually don't move guys this fast, but they've been moving these young guys. I guess they've been wanting it and they've been giving it to him. Teofimo Lopez has a very good chance to beat Vasyl Lomachenko. I wouldn't be surprised if he knocks him out. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.